welcome back to my channel. My name is Destiny, and for today's video I want to just go ahead and document my progress for finishing up a sweater, and it is going to be the Rose sweater by this author. I'll put their information down here for you guys just so I don't butcher it. And as you can see, I've already done a ton of progress on this already. Now, the reason why I want to document my remaining part of this sweater is because I don't know if you guys have been following my TikToks or my YouTube shorts. I've been documenting a few bits and pieces of what's been going on with this sweater here. Long story short, I had to reorder yarn. It was the wrong dye lot, and I didn't realize that until I was halfway down the sleeve. So it broke my heart. I threw it across the room and never looked at it again until yesterday when I got the correct dye lot here from Rito. Thank God for Rito. And now I can't wait to just finish it up. Now, I did have the collar done and it was knitted down, but I guess I was rushing through the collar and I knitted it down. It's a folded collar. And when I was knitting it down, it was crooked. You know, I'm thinking mentally, I knew it was crooked, but I just didn't care until I just saw how bad it was. Like, that's not something that you can just kind of like, no one will notice. No girl. It looked bad. So I frogged that too with the sleeve, and I'm gonna restart that. As you can see, it's already picked up the stitches for that already. So I want to get that done first and just take my time with it. And then I'll try and zoom through these sleeves. So we'll see how that goes, but I just want to take you guys along with me to see how long it'll take me to finish that, because it's literally just the collar and the sleeves left. Everything else is done. The body is done, the ribbing is done. That's all I need to do. So collar, sleeves, bind off, and then block. I think this will be like a nice, cute, short video, and hopefully I don't run out of yarn again. I bought I think 5 extra skeins of the purple, and I have 4 skeins of the mohair, so it should be enough. But we'll see. I'll just go ahead and get started and take you guys along with me. Let's see, it's Monday, November 3rd, around 9 o'clock. I just woke up here before I have to start work, and I just wanted to update you all on what I did last night. I have my sweater here. As you can see, I did finish the collar. Let me see if we can get it straight here. Yes, I finished the collar, and it looks so much better. It's actually straight now, no longer crooked. So it really helped just to take my time. Because the first time, like I mentioned, I did rush. I think I was just trying to zoom through it so I can get the sleeves done and then finally wear this sweater. But if I want something done right, I just need to take my time and actually do it correctly so I don't have to redo it like I did. But that is okay. I'm glad I started fresh. Yeah, I'm just glad I started fresh and just restarted here because it looks so much better. It sits a little weird, which I can fix when I block it, so that's no worries on that. But now I can actually start the rest of my progress on here. I'm gonna go ahead and just get the cast on the stitches for the sleeve, just get that out the way so I can just focus on that, and hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get that done. I'm going to go back to doing the cable pattern with the sleeves, which I love doing the cables because they look so plushy and they're very satisfying and easy to do. So I'm happy to get back to that instead of the ribbon. But yeah, that's what I plan to do for that. I also might do some reading here too. Well, I'm gonna make my breakfast. I have some leftover pancakes from last night because we ordered in from IHOP. We love IHOP. I thought about doing some reading on my Kindle. Oh, and I changed the backing of it too. I can take it off. I got it from Pinterest. Someone designed it. I just downloaded it and ordered it for CVS to print out for me and just picked it up. So yeah, I think that was really nice. Yeah, just gonna do some reading. And I kind of want to talk about my books. So I think I'll just discuss with you guys what I've been reading so far. Since I was getting out of like a really big reading slump, I set a goal for myself to read like 10 books for the remainder portion of this year. So I got my Kindle last month in October. Yeah, in October. It's like, okay, let me just, I haven't been reading a lot since I graduated college. Like I haven't been reading anything. So I thought, okay, let me just start slow and then maybe I'll set the bar higher for myself next year. I set the goal as 10. I've read like 16, 20 books since then. So I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I should have set a higher goal. But now I know. But let me tell you guys what I've read. So I have read, oh my God, Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Perfect thriller. It's kind of gory but not too much. The description kind of makes you sick, but it's like horror, thriller, mystery. It is so good, and it's so sad. I finished that book in tears and I was surprised because like, dang, I never get this emotional over a book. Yeah, it had me in tears. So that I can't like recommend that enough. Read Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. She is a brilliant author. I'm definitely gonna read more of her novels. I've read Verity by Colleen Hoover. Let me know if I'm saying that wrong. And that book is the one that started it all. That was the first book I read since I got the Kindle. So good. So let me rephrase that. It was really good in the first half. Near the end there, it felt a little rushed, which I've seen many people say. I felt a little dissatisfied with the ending, but it was still a pretty good book. Because I love horrors. I love psychological thrillers, which I feel this kind of gave. It was really nice. I've read the and if you know what I'm talking about. I started reading the Dustwalker Bride series, starting with A Soul to Keep, which is the first novel in the series. And I think you have to read them in order or else you're gonna get confused. So I started A Soul to Keep, favorite book, and I read that. I did immersive reading, so the audiobook with the novel. I was hooked. Okay, that book, I could not put it down, and it's such a good book with love. It's a little not a little, it's spicy. It's kind of like Beauty and the Beast theme, if you enjoy that, except he doesn't turn into a handsome human. He's just it's literally just a monster, but it's so sweet. It's romantic. There's yearning in there, there's spice, there's fantasy, drama. It's really good. So I've started the series. So A Soul to Keep was super nice. A Soul to Heal was I didn't really like the plot for that book, but I finished it just so I can get the lore and continue on to the third novel, which I haven't started yet. I just want to take a break from that. So I started the Kings of Sin series, starting with book 1, King of Wrath, and I like it so far. I haven't really gotten that far. I'm only on 10%, and it's kind of got me hooked. So it's about just an arranged marriage with two rich families. So far, they obviously don't like each other at first. So I'm sure that's gonna change. I kind of like this trope already. I'm just enjoying that, just reading it here and there. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself some breakfast, eat, so I don't become a different person throughout the day due to hunger. I'm just gonna come back and start casting on for the left. Is this the left? Yeah, the left sleeve here. So I'll do that, and I'll catch up with you guys later. It's November 6th, Thursday, at around 10 o'clock. And I just wanted to give you an update because I've actually done a lot since we last spoke. So let me just get this twisted just so you can see the front of it. So I think I finished the collar with you guys. It looks so much straighter. Just gotta take care of those loose ends, so ignore that. But yeah, it looks way straighter. That TikTok video really helped. Look at the progress on the left sleeve. Looks very nice, very nice. It's about I think I measured it at like 24 centimeters and I need like 48. Almost there. Kinda. But I made some good progress. I also went ahead and redid the body ribbing, if you can see it. Just because I felt that initially I did it too short. It was about like that long initially, and then I went ahead and just added that length there because it just didn't look as nice as I wanted it to. So I decided, well, if I'm fixing the collar and everything else, I might as well just fix the ribbing too, because I spend all this time on a sweater if I'm not going to be happy with it, you know? It looks so much better now. I'm super happy with the ribbing. I initially did the Italian bind off list for you to do in the pattern. I just didn't have the strength or the will to do it this time. So I just did like a normal knit bind off and I think it looks pretty fine to me. I just did knit. I followed the ribbing, so knit, purl, and just bind it off like a knit bind off. So pretty standard. So I'm really happy with it. It's nice and stretchy. Loving how long it is now. I think it'll match perfectly because that's how long the ribbing on the sleeves are gonna be once I'm done with the length here. So, oh, and I did put a little, you see my little cat marker. I put a marker there just to see how much work I did on the sleeves yesterday. And I did about, let's see, that much. That was all yesterday after I did the body. Because I mainly worked on the sleeve and the ribbing yesterday. So that took about most of my day. And I've just been trying to sit here, woke up early this morning because I don't have to do work until around like this afternoon. So, but I still tend to wake up around like 6 sometimes. I just can't help it. My grandfather did the same thing. He wakes up around like 5 a.m. and I've kind of like taken that from him. So I wake up early, can't really get back to sleep even though I try. I've just been sitting here doing some editing. I'm gonna start doing some more work on the sleeve just so I can get through it. I would really like to finish this before some yarn comes in for my gift knit series, because once that arrives, I'm gonna mainly focus on that. So I would like to get the sleeves done for this project so I can focus on that entirely. Yeah, I've just been sitting here watching TV. I'm actually watching a movie on HBO. And I've also started watching, what is it? The new It series on HBO Max. Dude, when I tell you, that freaking series shocked me. And spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, spoils ahead. I'll let you know where to skip to. I did not expect all those kids to die immediately. I thought that they were building up to like the main cast of the show who's gonna beat the monster, like Pennywise, like the movies, how the movies go, like the main cast. No, those kids lasted 5 seconds. And it's like, damn. And then the birthing scene. Oh, this director has something with birth. I don't know, because there's 2 birthing scenes. But the initial one in the car, I was so surprised. I'm like, can they show that on television? Because they zoom in between the lady's legs and you see I was like, can they show that? I've been watching that and I think it updates again on the 9th, so I'm definitely set. And I've been watching Has Been Hotel. And look, these new episodes and the songs, oh, chef's kiss. It's so good. So good. So I've just been loving life watching that stuff. I'm just gonna get back to it, working on the sleeve. Hopefully I can get this done soon. And I'll probably get back to you guys when I'm in the ribbing or once I'm picking up for the other sleeve. turned out so much better than I imagined. It blocked out perfectly. Like I mentioned earlier, I really wanted the sleeves to grow a bit and the body to relax, and I think it's safe to say that that goal was definitely accomplished. You also probably noticed that the collar is sitting a little weird, and that's an easy fix. I'll just grab some elastic and tidy that up later. I seriously love how this sweater fits. The cables turned out so pretty, and I already want to make this in another color. I think the creator made a red version and it looked really good. And another thing to note, the mohair is a little bit itchy, which I kind of expected as mohair, so I'll definitely opt for wearing something underneath, but honestly it's not too bad. I'm just glad I didn't let this project stay in whip jail forever. You guys really pushed me to keep going after the color disaster I mentioned, and I'm so thankful because now I'm obsessed with how it turned out. I literally don't want to take this off. But it's time to wrap things up. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. If you made it all the way to the end, leave a purple heart in the comments, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more cozy crafting diaries. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.